Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of the Dark Queen of Krynn. I do not care for this game. And again, I'm not quite sure if it's just gold box fatigue, having played through 9 of them in the last 2 weeks. I'm sure that's part of it, but also I just don't like aspects of this game. The combat has just been agonizing, and I'm sure this finale is going to be torture if we can even do it. You really just start fighting a lot of these enchanted draconians, and they all explode. And they all, like, there's so many of them that have, like, fire shield, or they just explode with fire, and it's just ridiculous, and it's just terrible. It's terrible. I don't like it. Anyways, we're in the Abyss. This is what the Abyss looks like. And apparently you can't rest anywhere in the Abyss. So, I mean, we can, and we will, because I just want the game to be over. But yeah, normally you would not be able to rest at any part in the Abyss, which is insane. Okay. I'm not even gonna recap. I have no idea what the plot is. We're just killing stuff. So. Okay. Inside a building, go 1 north, 1 east. Make sure everyone has resist fire and buff some if you need it. Great. Yeah, since everything explodes at all times forever, you really do need resist fire, like, across the board. And that's great, because the buffing system here is really streamlined. Honestly, like, I don't know if I would need to do a whole lot more buffing than that. Open vulnerabilities, I guess. Got some mind blanks. You know. Larges on everybody, I guess. You know. Make sure everyone's all buffed. Because it's pretty shitty. Protection from evil. I did that on a few. Could do haste. Yeah, fuck it. We're at the end. We can haste for every battle now. Yeah, this is really great process. Love it. Okay. You pass through an illusory wall. Weird creatures are gathered here. They fall silent as you enter. Slowly, the fellow beings shuffle aside, opening a path for you. A man in black robes is chained to the west wall. What do? Fight monsters. You set for battle, but something is wrong. Words fail the mages. Something in the room inhibits magic. Great. So... we've got some amphi-dragons, Eye of the Deep, fire minions, enchanted draconians with fucking fire shields, and we have no magic. We can't cast magic. So that's good. That means that we kind of have to just range these things down. But our Dragonlance people need to go Dragonlance it up. Yep. Yeah, and you have to just sit through all this every time. Oh, God. And we're way past any sort of stage of, like, auto battles, you know? You're sitting through all this shit. Yeah, so all these fucking enchanted Bozaks have fire shields that will do damage equal to how much damage I deal to them. And they explode. I wonder if global invulnerability protects me at all, though. Might be okay there. From the fire shield. That could be. So then maybe it's not as bad. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, this is what most of this game is. At least the second half. That's what's going on. Yeah, see, there's the fire shield. He doesn't have global invulnerability, so I think that might protect us, which is kind of handy. No? Why can't you? Oh, I know why. You don't have arrows equipped. Okay. I love like 50 move. Pretty insane. Honestly, just back off. Let the professionals handle this. Okay, that was actually not too bad, all things considered. Yeah, we don't need gems. Surveying the carnage wrought on the weird abyss creatures, the man is beside himself with glee. So shall any who hinder me be snuffed. Heroes, the chains, they cancel my magic and yours. Cut them. His whispered request is urgent. What do you do? I imagine we talk. We have no time. Cut the chains. No. Very well. I have waited an eternity. I can discourse with you a moment. I am Raistlin Majere. Of course, you know of me. He's one of the heroes of the Lance. Yes. Of course you do. All Krynn knows of me. Now cut the chain. Do it? No. Anger creeps into his voice. Let me describe what is happening. Takhisis has accomplished the impossible. She has opened a portal out of the abyss. She waits only for something to be made ready, a form she will inhabit as she conquers Krynn. When it is ready, she will use the portal, which will close behind her, trapping us all here forever. Of course, life here will be far happier than life on Krynn with her there. If we get to the portal first, we can use it to escape. It will close behind us. But be sure to let me lead the way. The portal magic is strong and would kill you instantly. Now enough talk. I know who you are and where you have been. Have I not been watching you these weeks and months? Cut the chain. Yes. Magic flows back into the room. The man's hourglass-shaped eyes gleam. With obvious vanity, the black mage hides the wrist chains by wrapping them in his voluminous robe. Shall we go? We must find Takhisis and her portal before it is too late. Yes, he is one of the heroes of the Lance, and he wears black robes. Very questionable. I have not gotten far enough in the novel to know really much about him. Okay. Heal up your spell, leave the building, head north. More of the Dark Queen's minions approach. Raistlin smiles faintly. He speaks a word of command. Okay. Chaos overtakes the dark minions. Beholders gaze on each other. Draconians fall on their swords, and their death throws kill the others. In a moment, all is devastation. The black mage keeps walking. Oh, I was supposed to go north. Mage, east. We must go east. Okay. Eventually reach a wall. Okay. Follow it south. Head inside the door. Before you stands a huge golden bell hanging from a strangely twisted mechanism. The bell's surface is carved with hideous images of torture. Beyond it, in the dark chamber, a woman sits on a burnished throne. She is wrapped in meditation upon the portal ahead of her. Her mind whispers ceaselessly. Come, my pretty, now is your time. Stir and stretch, and open your eyes. New worlds await the lash of your tongues. Even though her thoughts are far away, the enormity of her power staggers you. What do? Creep. Creep to the right or to the left? Left. The black robe mage follows you. The woman is still lost in her meditations. Feel the warmth of the Grathanich. Feel its power and mine. Wake. Creep. At the end of a short corridor, you see the portal, its surface clouded with writhing fog. What do? Wait. The Dark Queen pauses, then continues her chant. Claws, stretch them, prepare to walk on the heads of unbelievers, all the way to Ansalon, to Palanthas. You see the fog begin to clear from the portal surface. Fiery creatures peer from the other side. The black-robed mage picks up a stone and nudges Bronk. We must distract her. Raistlin hurls the stone across the chamber at the huge bell. The stone misses its mark and falls to the sand soundlessly. What do? Throw. Bronk. Bronk picks up a stone and aims it carefully. The stone flies toward the bell. The stone strikes the bell with a clank. The Dark Queen's eyes open. Ah, she purrs. Now my time has come to... What is this? The fog has not yet cleared. The woman whirls and stalks toward the bell. What nonsense disturbs my meditation? Run. Run to the portal and stand before it. The queen faces you and frowns. Her displeasure is a universe of pain. What is this? Who dares defy me? Ah, you mage, how impertinent. Did you think your foolish trick would work? The mage moves between you and Takhisis. I will not let you enter the portal. With my last breath, I will stand in your way. The woman throws back her head and laughs. Oh, Raistlin, your pretensions are such an amusement. You shall always entertain me. With a motion of her hand, 2 silver chains appear. They reach out and clamp around Raistlin's wrists. Like a cat toying with a mouse, Takhisis draws him toward her. I will not fall before you so easily this time. The chains melt from his wrists and fall to the ground. The mage's eyes narrow. There is much to settle between us. Energy crackles around him. Raistlin's lips move in a silent incantation. A stream of magical energy ensnares the Dark Queen. As she writhes in agony, with explosive force she shatters the magical bands. Will you cast a fireball at Takhisis? What a sentence. No. Through the portal's cloudy surface, you can see the Tower of Flame. What do? Wait. You turn to see a rushing mass of ghouls leap from the Dark Queen's fingers. The ghastly shapes surround Raistlin and tear at him with sharp teeth. Then they turn on you. The portal crackles as the fog clears from it. Suddenly, the chamber shakes as the hideous bell tolls. The sound staggers you. Raistlin screams, quickly, now! As he desperately rushes toward the shimmering portal. Suddenly, black snakes erupt from the ground at his feet, wrapping themselves around his legs. The mage stumbles and falls as Takhisis descends upon him. What do? Jump. Black snakes leap up to entwine you, but you are in the portal, rising out of the abyss. Behind you, a door closes on the wailing of Raistlin and the shrieking fury of the Dark Queen. You tumble over bony teeth into a room that smells of death. You have escaped the abyss and returned to the Tower of Flame. You feel a strange energy washing over you. Looking up, you see you lie at the feet of a black tripod that grips a blood-red cauldron. The cauldron holds a gray sphere, glowing with unearthly grace. Now you notice you are surrounded by gnome warriors. They all but ignore you. On their knees, they stare in rapt contemplation at the globe. It is the Greystone, The Grathanich! I never dreamed it was so big. Feel the energy. Investigate the tripod. No. Okay. So it says to not rest or fix, but I already did because I don't give a shit. And it says to heal and buff as needed, and then we will fight Takhisis. So we still have fire resistance, we still got protection from evil, we're still enlarged. But we are gonna have to put on haste again. Bless. Prayer. Mirror image, maybe. Globe and vulnerability, of course. I don't think it restored haste, actually. Oh, no, there it is. Good. Perfect. Let's make sure we get our globe and vulnerabilities. That's probably going to be really useful. I think then we're good. Okay. A strange sound arrests you. The globe cracks. The gnomes roar in disbelief. They leap to their feet. More cracks appear. Something is moving inside. A huge dragon head pokes out of the sphere. Then another head appears, and another, and more. It is too much for the gnomes. They turn and bolt. Alone, you face the 5-headed dragon, which Takhisis intended to receive her spirit. Oh, shit. Oh. Ooh. Lost initiative right out the gate. Ooh. Oh, you're gonna go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The walkthrough doesn't even seem to talk too much about it, so... Oh, no. Easy. And then we just quickly heal up, because I don't care. The gnomes creep back and survey the vast dead body. We thought that Takhisis had corrupted the Grathanich, but it was just a dragon's egg. Heroes, please rest. We will guard you. A glow fills the great hall. A gray stone has risen out of the cauldron. The Grathanich, Greystone, the gray gem of Gargath. God, this is what people make fun of nerds for. That sentence right there. The Grathanich, Greystone, the gray gem of Gargath. Released from under the dragonhead, the Grathanich floats majestically through the hall. The gnomes abandon everything to pursue it. It floats into a high arch. Released for a moment, flames in the wall roar to meet it. Suddenly, the Grathanich sinks downward before the gnomes can reach it. It passes through the floor. The stair! The gnomes cry, and in a blizzard of flying fleet, they leave the hall. Okay. You're supposed to wander around the tower from level 4 down to level 2. In the process, 2 events will trigger, and after you complete them, you can head up to a specific location in level 2 to finally resolve the last event. What I did myself was... Let's save again, of course. Head 1 north, then east all the way into a pit. Jump into the pit and heal after. Oh, that hurt. Okay. You'll be on level 1. Then head 2 north, 1 west, 2 south, 2 west, 2 south. Through the arches, you see the Grand Hall of the Queen's Draconians. Dead quiet reigns. This should put you around the location with the fire creatures and gnome bucket brigade. Keep walking west and east until you see a message saying that Grathanich is nearby. Your voice you will never forget, that of Takhisis, Queen of Darkness. Since long before you were corrupted. This is effort I do not want wasted, vlog. The voice comes from straight ahead. It grows louder. The Greystone must be recovered at once. Gather dragons to seek it out, and take it off Taladas. Do you hear me? Some draconians draw near. The lead one holds a mirror. With the Grathanich, I can rebuild. You must. Belatedly, the Aurak sees you. He drops the mirror. It shattered. Okay. Well, we want to use... He doesn't even have global invulnerability on. Fuck. That all wore off already. Does not last long. That's for damn sure. Well, we can throw some fireballs, but holy shit, this looks like a bad fight. Really, what we want to do is hold monster. Because hold monster can work on these bastards. And these are the problem children. So, more of those that we can get held, the easier it is. That nullifies the fire shield then. Okay, so we got 2 of them. And then she gets another cast right away. So let's try again. That one. Let's go for that one, and sure, why not? The saving throw is easier if you target multiple creatures. So I could have just held off, because all we really care about is those green bastards. Get that one. Yeah, that's fine. Unaffected. We're trying. Yeah, I mean, having global invulnerability would probably be the best. But aside from that, I've found hold monsters to be pretty much the most reliable method. And yeah, you'd think that it would be kind of over because we killed Takhisis, 5-headed dragon and all that, but no. Can't end there. That would be crazy. Think that you could just have this all be one cutscene or something? Lame. Oh, we got that one. So there's just one green dude left. Yeah, isn't it great? Nice and fast process. And I think we're good. It'll eventually explode for a shit ton of damage. Yeah. And ordinarily that would be terrible, but we just instant heal, so it's all good. Walk east and west until you get a message? That's what we're doing? That's what the walkthrough says. Seems kind of weird. This is what... Ahead, you see something appear and rise out of sight. The Graffinich. Okay. From there, he went northeast into the area with the flame walls. He encountered Draconians carrying a mirror. Two Draconians appear. One signals for a parley. The other sets down a large mirror. What do you do? Attack. The Draconians make no move. You slay them instantly. On the mirror, a terrible image grows. The Dark Queen. You hear a scream in the background. Travelers, Raistlin sends his fond regards. What do you do? Smash. I suppose Mangg will smash. Strikes a strong blow and the mirror shatters into pieces. Undaunted, the Queen goes on talking. Takhisis gives a speech, which you record as Journal Entry 9. We have something in common now, travelers. We are both among the very few to have foiled the careful plans of Raistlin Majere. For that you have my grudging respect, but no less hatred, of course. You think you have defeated me, but of course you are quite wrong. You are mortals. Do not dare to think more than mortal thoughts, lest you join Raistlin. One day you will grow old and weak or foolish. Meanwhile, my malice goes on, growing stronger, deeper, more subtle. Which is why I propose this bargain to you. She mentions making a bargain with you. Smash. Grinding the mirror underfoot is most satisfying. You turn to go, but find the way blocked. The minions of Takhisis have crept around you. I may not have to wait until you are old. You are foolish already. Oh, God. Okay. So we've got... 2 death dragons, 4 beholders, and more enchanted draconians. Beholders are pretty big concerns. We do want to kill the death dragons with our dragon lances, though. Oakley, why don't you throw on a prayer just to help out? Kretis, someone's gonna have to beat the shit out of the beholder, so I guess Kretis will get to work. Arusha. Can we hit beholders with anything? I don't think so. Magic resistance 255. So, unfortunately, I think the best bet is just shoot them. It's gonna hurt, though. Slowed is not great. I could cast haste to counteract it, but I feel like they're just going to keep casting slow, so it's kind of inevitable. I don't like that too much. Not a whole lot I can do. This is gonna hurt. No, don't even do it. Fuck. What are you using, by the way? +2. For right now, why don't we use the +4? And I'm gonna... Oh no, I'm fucking next to this thing. Shit! I'm gonna have to move if I want to shoot. It's gonna take a lot of ops here. No, okay. Fuck that. Let's, Go with the Mace of Disruption instead. Kill that. Kretis. Ow, 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 ow. This is too much pain. Didn't even kill it. Oh, because it's based on my current health, not my max health. He lost all his health. Okay, let's cast Heal on Theorem. Now he's back full. So now you're gonna go back to your longbow. And let's aim at this thing. Good. Good. Slow is really like the major factor here. Does have something next to her. Ah! Kretis is still low. That does not help much, man. Anything less than heal does not help much. Bronk's useless. That helps. That was from behind. I guess just keep healing. At this stage, Purusha has 4 health, can't move, can't shoot. So I think we want to go with some hold monsters if possible. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Not quite 4. Still didn't get all the beholders. Mangg shrugs it all off, of course. Problem with holding the Orax is that they don't die instantly. They respawn, you know, so it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I felt like this game had, like, the most intense encounters of, like, all 9 games. So, you know, if you're really looking for that, like, the hardest stuff, then, this might be the game for you. But to me, it just felt, like, tedious and kind of awful. So, you know, I don't know, to each their own. Like, the troll battle at the start of Pool of Radiance is hard, and it's kind of just exciting, you know? I don't know. Multiple people are gonna die here from all this. But hey, full heal afterwards and all our spells back. Because we're nearly done. We're nearly done. Insane stuff. The mirror of Takhisis lies in pieces on the floor. Suddenly, the pieces begin to move. You are enveloped in a whirlwind of slashing glass, but the queen's rage is impotent against your valor. The storm of glass fades away. Good. Glad to hear it. Okay, so now we want to go back, head up to level 2. So they say... no, I didn't. Okay. That might work. So I can't go through there. Can't go through any of these spots. And I can't go through there. How did I get here, by the way? Oh, I didn't want to fall. Where the fuck am I? Okay. I think we're okay. So we want to go... Okay, here's the arrow slits in the southwest. So from here, head... No, wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense, dude. Head... Go to the southwest corner of the map with the arrow slits, then head to south. We're in the southwest corner! How are you heading south from the southwest corner? What does that mean? Where am I going? I think we're trying to head up, and the walkthrough now is useless. Lava blocks almost seal them off, but the gnomes have chiseled one block loose. Go up? Yes. Okay. Maybe. We're on this second floor. Wait, okay. 1 west, 3 north, 2 west, 1 north. Save, buff, then go north. Assuming that I'm in the right spot. It feels kind of a random spot. Let me just check. Okay, no, it was the right. A mob of draconians stand here, their eyes all riveted to a scene ahead. The Grathanich hovers calmly in the air above a clever and terrifying machine. A steel flower blossoms from a pyramid of lead. The petals of the flower are creeping up slowly around the Grathanich. They must not disturb the iron flower. Death to the interlopers. Okay, so we got a bunch of enchanted shit. I don't know if I can hit hold monster from this far. But we can maybe try to blast some stuff. Some stuff does get blasted with this. Depends if you bypass their magic resistance or not. There you go. That softens them up pretty nicely. Then a bunch of them explode and stuff. Isn't that fun? Okay. I hit old monster at all. Can. Good. Yeah. Nah, okay. You don't even have hold monster. How did I never give you hold monster? I could put Otto's Irresistible Dance on one of them, because then that guarantees they fail their save. Oh boy. Oh, we can also cast Dispel Magic on them. Oh, I do have that. That might work. Okay, that now removed all of Mangg's temporary buffs. But, you know. Oh, he surrendered. Huh. Pretty good. Alright, just end this, please. I'm gonna full heal anyways, so I don't care. But yeah, this would be a 4-part series of battles, all in a row. But I don't want to do that. So, you know. The flower continues its ominous creep around the Greystone. Soon the queen will possess it once again. The remaining draconians cackle. Open the shafts and summon the dragons to bear our prize away. With a whoosh, sections of the floor drop away. More draconians form battle lines between you and the Graffinich. Dragons fly up and join them. What do you do? Attack. Suddenly you hear many scampering feet behind you. Oh, we're joined by the gnomes. The gnomish battle line. Okay, never mind. Tried. Let's just drop a fireball in there, shall we? I mean, I just wanna do it. Aw, it didn't go all the way. I wish it kept going. This in the bag. Damn it, Bronk, why are you purposefully stepping in acid? Alright, so yeah, I mean, these fights are not too bad. Probably because you have to do 4 of them in a row, and you just want to be done. Any day now, huh? Conk died. Had I controlled everything manually, he would not have died. And neither would they, because I would have backed off. That's alright. A troop of gnomes flies by you and engages the enemy. For the Grey Gem! The gnomes fight the draconians to a standstill. The flower has nearly ensnared the Grathanich in creeping petals of cold steel. Then with a snap, it springs shut. The Grathanich is caught inside the deadly web. Dismay staggers the gnomes. The draconians hoot with glee. Oh, how the queen will reward us! Dragons, bear the iron flower far, far away! Attack. You lunge forward to stop the foul deed. Scores of gnomes follow you. The Dark Queen's servants must meet you, and leave the iron flower alone. Okay, similar stuff. 6 dragons and some more enchanted bullshit. What do you expect? Let's try to get a dispel magic here. Because I got these. Yep. So that removed all their buffs. Well, really, I think they just have Fire Shield, but still, it's pretty good. There's one more Bozak on the left side, but mostly we're concerned about the dragon. It's a lot of little gnomes. Let's go with Old Monster. Just try to get all this shit if possible. Nope. Yep. Good. Oh, I didn't actually want to auto Kretus, but sure. That's probably okay. Yeah, I don't know. Summon monsters. Fuck, you missed. A fire giant mage gates in. Good. Good. Nearly there. It's just so tedious. What a slog. Power word kill. Didn't do shit. Why would it? We're getting there. We have 2 more battles after this. And then it's the end of the game. Done. No, do not. I do want to heal. Good. Many more dragons and draconians come forward, confident they will outlast you. But behind them you see a wondrous sight. A gnome wind ship rises silently out of an air shaft. Hrumbishnog strives to cast a grapple onto the iron flower. You know that he could never lift it. He is trying to move it out of the control of the servants of the queen. The remaining gnomes surge forward to distract the enemy from the heroic attempt. Ooh, doggy. Alright, let's get some fireballs in there, I suppose. An army of gnomes with bows. It's quite fearsome. Stay alive. Monsters fairly pointless. We got the blue dragon though. Just go through the motions, man. Done. Okay, one more battle after this. You look up from the carnage to see Hrumbishnog is about to die. He has dragged the iron flower to the lip of a shaft and is about to tip it in. It will plummet far out of reach of the Dark Queen or anyone else, but the grapple will certainly drag him to his death in the lava far below. A roar of dismay erupts from the Draconians. Too late, they have seen what is happening. Hrumbishnog pulls a cord and topples the flower. You have only a split second to act. One character can try to cut the grapple line with a quick shot, throw, or spell. Parusha. The rope is cut. Hrumbishnog's wind ship bobbles against the ceiling. Safe. The flower plummets out of sight, forever. You can hear the queen shriek all the way from the abyss. She vents her fury on the minions that have failed her. It is terrible to behold. At last, the maelstrom of her fury is spent. You stand among the carnage of it. There is a pause, and then a gnome lieutenant bawls. Get them on that wind ship and out of here, and then to the ships. We're all done here. Many hands lift you up and deposit you with Hrumbishnog on a ship. To the ships! To the ships! Hrumbishnog slices away some ballast, and you start to rise. As you drift up and away, the gnomes turn and head for the tower exits. You pop out a shaft at the top of the tower. Hrumbishnog steers the battered windship sharply away, and the tower of flame recedes behind you. For hours, the pilot is too shaken to speak. Tears spill from his eyes. The enormity of his adventure is overwhelming him. You try to understand how it must be to have been so close to the ultimate object of desire, yet to have it lost forever. But then, after hours have gone by, the old gnome stirs. Maybe the lava will destroy that flower someday, and the Grathanich will again be free, he breathes, and laughs with joy at the thought. The gnome tells you tales of the fierce fight in the air around the tower and the heroic assault of the fire fleet. I delivered Captain Daenor and Chrysia to Baldranus. He saw them safely to Aldenanacru. Harumph, a dragon, also rescued a human woman, a mage, I think. Hrumbishnog turns to Parusha and says, "And many thanks for saving my life. What a splendid aim you have." Tell him of your adventures. Yes. The gnome is speechless with amazement. Finally he grunts, "This is a tale for the bars to preserve for all time. Hiff hoof." High above the lava sea, you laugh and sing and try to forget the horrors behind you. In this way, you fly all the way back to Aldinanukru. The reception at the Gnome Citadel takes your breath away. Hundreds of crowded gnomes are cheering, waving handkerchiefs, and throwing confetti. The band plays a victory song as thousands of balloons are released. A small figure bounds out of the crowd to greet you. Hi! Boy, it's about time you guys got back. You'll never guess what we did. There were hundreds of Draconians, but we... Taz's voice trails off as guards announce, a victory celebration will commence at the palace. The crowd screams with glee, and Tasselhoff yells, I'll meet you up there, then vanishes. Through the crowd, you see Perkalanamord embracing his wife, and you hear her saying, imagine my husband, the great windship pilot. Perkalanamord mumbles, but he backs up into a little brazier. It crashes over, scattering hot lava everywhere, setting confetti and balloons aflame. Gnomes scurry about, stomping out the flames as fire alarms clang. Over the noise, you hear his wife sweetly saying, my hero, oblivious to the carnage. Okay. Where the fuck am I? What? I don't even remember. Don't even remember these locations. Oh no, we didn't want to do that, that's for sure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I remember this. Thank you, brave warriors. Right, we gotta get, No, not here. I mean, I don't know the layout, but I remember the place now. Palace. Here are a large celebration taking place. Okay, so let's see. Bronk hit Thief 24, Theorem Fighter 20, Cretus Cleric 16, Mage 16, Fighter 16, Perusha hit Mage 21, whatever. And Fighter 21, Oakley hit Cleric 22, and Thief 26. And Mangg actually hit Knight 19. So those are pretty much going to be our final levels there. See an enormous crowd celebrating. Gnomes dance about, trailing colorful streamers behind them. A small child grabs your hand and drags you into the festivities, smiling up at you awestruck. Daenor and Chrysia break away from the celebration and welcome you in. Thank you for all your help. My brother has told me of your bravery. I am sorry for the trouble I caused you all. Nonsense, my sister. To have you back again safe and sound makes everything worth it. Tonight we celebrate. Okay, hold on. I think we want to buff here. The final battle. Because, yeah, we are not done yet. There's one crazy final battle. Nearly there, though. The most important thing, really, is haste and, the globes of invulnerabilities. Those are pretty damn important. We can put in large on everybody, though. Get everybody real large. Get some mirror images, haste. And globe vulnerability. Iron skin, globe vulnerability. And I think we're good. Cheers erupt as you enter. Huge banquet tables are heaped with food and wines. You dive in, laughing and dancing with the gnomes. You overhear a group of gnome warriors relating battle stories. We will return to find the Grathanich. I know it's still at the tower. Fire breath, covered in green and pink streamers, carries a half-dozen children through the air, zooming around the palace and popping balloons to the children's delight. The dragon swoops down and bids you a happy hello. As the hours fly by, you eat and drink more than you ever thought possible. The music plays louder, and the singing and dancing continues uninterrupted. The gnomes don't ever seem to tire. Trumpets blare and usher in the Gnome King. Welcome, heroes of the great Gnome War. Your bravery has honored us. The crowd cheers at the king's speech. The people go wild with excitement. Imagine, you hear, a royal cheese nutball. What a magical day. Well, they certainly deserve it. Oh, look at this craziness. Royal cheese nutball? Is that what you said? And rats are eating it and we're okay with that? I mean, you'd think this is the big celebration. Everything's happy, animation, all good. Look at this. Our heroes. Spelt incorrectly. Alright. Gnomes can barely contain themselves. The king announces, let the party continue. And the music and dancing start up again in full force, and all is right in the land. Suddenly, the palace glows a deathly red and erupts in an explosion of glass and fire. The walls explode inward in a torrent of glass and stone. People everywhere fall before the onslaught. When you wipe the blood from your eyes, you see huge dragons flying in through the shattered windows and walls. You immediately recognize the largest of the red dragons, Tremor. Oh good, a party, I'm starving. The dragon snarls with laughter. Fools, with the Dark Queen out of the way, and our courage restored, your services are no longer required. The citadel shakes with the force of the dragon's laughter. Baldric pushes forward. Tremor, your ridiculous need for power has destroyed this chance at peace for all of dragonkind. With a roar, Baldric grows into a mighty silver dragon. Takhisis, Drakis, I challenge you to the death. At the sound of his true name being revealed to his enemies, Tremor cries, no! And rears his head back to deliver another deadly breath, but Baldric propels himself into Tremor. The force of their impact carries the two mighty dragons out the window. The remaining dragons bellow their rage and attack. Okay. So, we're surrounded on all four sides. 4 white dragons, 5 black dragons, 4 green dragons, 5 blue dragons, and 5 red dragons. We're also joined by 8 gnome warriors. So this is the final of the battles. Let's throw out another prayer to debuff all the enemies. I guess let's get our dragon lances to work here. Dragon lances are pretty good. I don't know, man. We're gonna go with delayed blast fireball here. Pretty good. Okay, more dragon lance shenanigans. Pretty good. Fireball coming in hot. Not too bad though, it's just a normal fireball. Gnomes are surrendering left and right. Get another delayed blast fireball here. Probably want to actually kill some stuff. Damn. 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 How about another delayed blast fireball? Because we got him. Smoke him if you got him. And that's it. Done. Outside the window, the titanic dragon's struggle still wages. Suddenly, Baldric falters and dips, opening himself to Tremor's mighty tail. With a shattering swing, Baldric is slammed into the side of the citadel and begins to fall, stunned. Valiant gnomes along the embattlements rain streams of arrows into Tremor. With an earth-shaking roar, the red dragon rears his head back to serve the gnomes a deadly blast of fire. Suddenly, from nowhere, the silver dragon smashes Tremor in the chest. The foes toss and twist in their mid-air duel, until Baldric rips into Tremor's chest and tears the mystic iron dragon scale from him. Tremor screams in agony and withers before your eyes. Averting his eyes, the red dragon falls like stone, vanishing into the clouds below. Baldric staggers in, raises the scale over his head, and bellows a mighty roar. With this scale in your possession, the evil dragons must again crawl back to their fear-ridden holes and caves, hiding from their own shadows. Your generous offer of friendship must wait another day. He hands you the iron scale. You have much to be proud of this day. Mankind has succeeded where even the proud and mighty dragons have failed. Until we meet again. Baldric flies off unsteadily. You tend to the sick and wounded and vow there will be a victory celebration soon. And knowing that tomorrow will bring a new day of peace across the lands eases your spirits. The end. Now you can explore places you haven't seen yet. Okay, that's it. That's the end of Dark Queen of Krynn. Sort of a weird final battle there. I'm not sure what the actual final battle was, like as far as difficulty was. Honestly, the battle that I had the toughest time with was in the fire tower. Yeah, I think it was this one. 6 enchanted Orax, 5 enchanted Bozaks, 3 enchanted Papax, and 5 enchanted Sivax. There was just so much explosive damage and everything. It just was ridiculous. That was the one. I had to try that like 4 times. And I guess probably the 4-part battle, if you didn't heal in between, that would probably have been the hardest and required the most redos. So, but the hardest single battle was that one from before. It's weird that you actually fight Takhisis, the Dark Queen, and she's dead in like a turn. But I don't know. Again, they always struggle with like one big bad, and that's true in like tabletop RPGs as well, like D&D. D&D, you really generally don't want like one big bad enemy because it's so easy for players to just mob it down and destroy it. And people have come up with ways around that over the years and stuff, but legendary actions and blah blah blah. Anyways, Dark Queen of Krynn, yeah, I would rank it 9th out of 9 personally, but maybe that's colored by just fatigue. I don't know. There were good parts about it for sure. Yeah, I like a lot of the engine improvements. I like having the cool icons now. That's great. There were certain parts of the UI and things that were improved, but the overall lag of the game was really annoying, and I still don't know what that problem is. And the fact that you still have to do the copyright bullshit. Although here, it's only when you load the game, not whenever you save every so often. So, yeah, I don't know. There were some good parts, there were some fun parts, but it suffers from a lot of the same problems as Pools of Darkness, of just like late game D&D. That's just not super hot. And then on top of that, just so many bullshit enemies that weren't fun to fight, and a lot of just bullshit areas that weren't fun to go through. There were some cool areas that were very thematic. I mean, you saw the Tower of Flame. Visually, that was pretty sweet, and the underwater area was pretty sweet. The one in the forest visually was pretty cool, but yeah, just I don't know. But we're done now. That's it. That's Gold Box. I can't believe I played through all 9. That I had no idea what to expect when I started this. I thought maybe, I don't know. I guess I was probably expecting to like play through Pool of Radiance, and then after that, assuming I finished it, like maybe it was just like, okay, it's kind of cool. It's not, it's dated and blah blah blah. We'll probably just leave it at that, or maybe I'll go through and just like take a look at all the other ones, like one video for each or something. But no, I played through all 9. So that's a testament to all 9 of them. Even this one, I didn't want to just like give up on or anything. Now, again, my experience, a lot different from normal people's experience back in the day. You know, I have a walkthrough here. I've got the auto map here. I can heal whenever I want. I can restore my spells whenever I want. I can level up whenever I want. You know, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm almost certainly going to replay through Pool of Radiance at some point. I do actually want to go back to that for sure. I know it's not my favorite. I said Curse of the Azure Bonds was my favorite, but there is something kind of special about Pool of Radiance. I could see an argument that it is the best one of the 9. But yeah, I certainly never... I probably won't replay any of the Dragonlance ones, which is maybe Champions, because there is a lot of character variety possible, especially if you're just playing Champions and you have no intention of going beyond that. You can kind of do all sorts of character and race combinations and stuff, and there could be some very interesting parties you could set up. So I could see maybe doing Champions again. Let's see, how would I rank them? So I'd put Curse at 1, I suppose, but it's 1 and 2 pretty damn close. I mean, really pretty close. Because there are aspects of Pool of Radiance that I really do like. I loved in Pool of Radiance that you could actually clear out an area and there would be no more random encounters. I love that idea. And that was never brought up ever again. So that's kind of a shame. So Curse 1, Pool of Radiance 2, then 3 would probably be... honestly, maybe Gateway to the Savage Frontier. I know I said it was really easy, and it's not like a spectacular experience or anything, but I don't know, it was just kind of enjoyable. Then 4 would probably be... 4 would probably be... I don't know. Maybe Champions of Krynn. Trying to think back to like the specifics of each game. It's all kind of blends together. It's really murky. So don't take too much of this ranking seriously. I think at the time I said that I liked Death Knights a little better, but I'm actually not sure about that now. So maybe Champions as 4. And then 5, probably... it's tough. Maybe... don't really have a high opinion of Secret of the Silver Blades. Because that's when the auto map got really fucky, and that colored my opinion quite a bit. With like the ruins and stuff. And the mines, and yeah, it's just, I don't know. So maybe I put Pools of Darkness at 5. And then 6. Maybe Treasures of the Savage Frontier. And then 7 would be probably Secret of the Silver Blade. It feels wrong to rank. Nah, put Death Knight at 7, and then 8 Silver Blades, and then 9 Dark Queen of Krynn. That's my very rough ranking after bum rushing through all 9 and them all kind of blending together. Yeah, little rough. But overall, like I said, I mean, I enjoyed the experience. I enjoyed playing through all these. I can see why they were relatively big hits back in the day. And I'm you know, there's not really like a great modern evolution of these because the specific thing that the gold box does best is the turn-based, like tactical sort of top-down combat. And there are games with that, but I don't know if there's any like big games that are like that combine also like the exploration aspect and with like good character progression in a fantasy setting. I don't know. Maybe there's something out there, but nothing big. Because if you compare Baldur's Gate 3 to this, I mean, it's still turn-based tactical combat, I suppose. It's just... I mean, I guess Baldur's Gate 3 is the modern evolution of the gold box games. It's just so drastically different in presentation and everything. Yeah, I suppose. There's an elegance to the gold box combat that just kind of works. Whereas Baldur's Gate, with so many like possibilities in combat, with different abilities and the environment and verticality and all that, it loses that sort of streamlined simplicity of the gold box. But I mean, basically what gold box fans want is like gold box plus. We want basically the same engine, but just kind of more of it. We want more adventures, we want more classes, more equipment, more spells, all that sort of stuff. The actual combat itself, yeah, there could be some quality of life with like the buttons and the way that it's, that you could modernize the actual UI and things like that a little bit better. Like you can actually have settings for quick combat. Apparently I saw there's an option where you can set quick combat to use magic or not, and I never turned that on. I don't think I would have wanted it turned on. I only learned about it like a few days ago, but I don't think I would have wanted it turned on. Oh yeah, Alt M toggles spells on and off for characters set to quick. Yeah, it's funny that that's the only option for quick, because I would have preferred like a ranged option or a melee option. I don't know why that was never added. Because clearly characters can auto-equip different weapons depending on the situation. If they're caught in melee, they will switch to a melee weapon if they're on quick. So I feel like that could have been a setting to force ranged or something. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I mean, this is what we got. This is the gold box. We work with what we got, and it's still good. It still holds up in a lot of ways. Right. So that's it. Now, technically, there are other classic D&D games that I am interested in checking out. I mean, there's a lot of D&D games, as I've mentioned before. And, some good, some not so good. We skipped over Hills Far, which was technically not in using the gold box engine. And it has like a bunch of like mini games or something in it. I'm not really sure. It's got like real-time elements in it. It's by Westwood, but apparently it's dog shit. There's some other ones like Dungeon Hack. I think I've heard good things about. It's sort of the precursor. No, not the precursor. It came after Eye of the Beholder, so it takes elements from Eye of the Beholder. Menzo Baranzan, I've heard is dog shit. Descent to Undermountain is, I guess, like the worst D&D game ever made. There's a bunch that are not RPGs that I probably don't care to check out. There were a lot of games on the NES and stuff, or they were ported to the NES that I've heard of. Like Heroes of the Lance is the first Dragonlance game, and that's apparently not very good. And then there's Dragons of Flame as well, Shadow Sorcerer. There's War of the Lance, which is turn-based strategy in the Dragonlance universe. I don't know. That might be interesting. If I keep reading the novels, it might be cool to play a turn-based strategy game set in Dragonlance from 1990 or 1989. You know. But I would say the ones that I'm most interested in checking out, because I've heard really good things about them, are actually the Dark Sun games. So there's Dark Sun, Shattered Lands, and Dark Sun Wake of the Ravager from 93 and 94. And these, I've heard, these use the second edition rules, and they're set in Dark Sun, which I know very little about. But I've heard that they're kind of sort of an evolution of the Gold Box games, with turn-based tactical combat and stuff, but more of an emphasis on role-playing than dungeon crawling. And I've heard really good things about them, so I definitely like to check out those two. But next, I know I'm not done with old school RPGs. I want to keep going, and so I want to move on to the most famous of D&D video games, arguably. I guess that's pretty arguable, but ones that are most famous to me, at least, and that is Baldur's Gate. Because, you know, D&D games hit a bit of a slump there and weren't doing too great. They had Descent to Undermountain, and the worst one ever. But then in November 1998, we got Baldur's Gate from BioWare. And this was like, oh my god, D&D RPGs are back. And I've never really played through Baldur's Gate 1 at all. And so I've never... What I want to do is basically what I've done with the Gold Box games. I want to have a full party in Baldur's Gate 1. I want to play all the way through it. And then I want to bring that party into Baldur's Gate 2 and play all the way through it with a full party. I've only ever played Baldur's Gate 2, and I've only ever played it with a solo character. So I want to do the full experience. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to use the enhanced editions, and I'm also going to do the Siege of Dragonspear expansion that Beamdog made years later. That kind of bridges Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 much more closely. Like, it leads directly into the start of Baldur's Gate 2 at the end. So we're going to do the full experience and have other characters in my party. That's going to be very strange. I think I did that when I was younger just because I didn't like micromanaging all this, you know, the whole bunch of characters. And that is true, that unlike the Gold Box games, these are not turn-based. And unlike Baldur's Gate 3, these are not turn-based. These are known as real-time with pause. So they're real-time games, but you can pause as much as you want throughout combat in order to give, you know, actions to characters and stuff like that. And there's also, I think, auto pause settings. So I don't know what we'll figure out to be the best solution, but I'm very unfamiliar with managing multi-characters in Baldur's Gate. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, and you know, we're gonna play the enhanced editions, but I think we'll still be able to tell like how many improvements were made in the 6 years between Baldur's Gate 1 and like this game, Dark Queen of Krynn. I mean, even though Gold Box was a dated engine, even in 1992, it was getting to be a bit dated. But yeah, so that'll be interesting. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the plan. But we're not done with really old school RPGs or anything like that, because I want to do the Dark Sun games. I want to do the Wizardry games. I got to get back to the Ultima games. There's probably some other one. Oh yeah, Lands of Lore I wanted to check out. Maybe something else if I can remember it, or I don't know. I mean, those are all kind of the big franchises of CRPGs. Might and Magic, Ultima, Gold Box, Wizardry. Okay. Anywho, my name is Mangg. Game you just finished watching is The Dark Queen of Krynn and the Gold Box series. And I'll see you fine folks in Baldur's Gate.